Hey everybody, welcome to the Double Stuff Podcast, where we're double the hosts, double the topics, and double the fun. I'm Dan.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Charity.
I'm Alan.
And there is one topic that we love discussing on this show more than any other topic.
What's that, Dan?
Always food. We are a hungry group. Yeah.
How'd you know I was thinking about food?
So
When are we not thinking about food? That's the question.
not only are we going to think about food today, we're going to go back in the Wayback Machine.
Oh.
And we're going to revisit a previous topic
Okay.
for a part two.
Okay.
Pardue.
That's right. It's weird food combinations.
I've got
Yes.
a couple of those.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. I think I may have a couple of them as well. Or maybe three. Yeah. So, who thinks they have the grossest food combination?
Ooh, that's interesting. There's a couple of, and we're talking about simple ingredients, or are we talking about like the grossest thing that you can do, which is take everything on your plate and mash it together?
Well, I was talking about on your list, but if you have something in mind,
Remember-
it sounds like you have something interesting, so I want to hear
Remember
this.
Donnie from elementary school that would just like roll everything together?
That is true. I never liked food touching, so
Yeah.
any kind of food combination was
Yeah,
gross.
he would also take the yeast roll and then wad it up as tight as he could.
Oh, I remember,
And
yes.
just pop it in his mouth.
Yep. I remember. I've seen people do that.
I was thinking
No.
chuck it across the room because
No.
that makes
Oh,
a
like,
nice
like,
hard.
Done
like
that
a
one
pie
too?
fight.
Yeah.
Like a pie fight, yeah.
But if we're talking about just like simple ingredients, there's a few that rub people the wrong way that I think's delicious. It's split in my household as far as who likes it and who doesn't. But I'll always put salt on my watermelon.
Salt on watermelon.
I'll put it on cantaloupe.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Does it bring out some of the flavor? Is that the
Yeah,
idea?
so that's the whole idea of
That's
salt.
what
Salt
they.
like-
That's
Salt
what they
that's what they
enhances
say.
whatever
Right.
it is. Yeah.
I think that's baloney.
Have you ever tried it?
Yes.
Salt
Yeah?
on bologna?
Not on cantaloupe because I don't like cantaloupe in general, and I don't
Okay.
think salt's going to improve it. I have tried it with watermelon.
Yeah, if you initially don't like a subject,
Yeah.
there's nothing
Well,
that
no,
salt's going to do.
I love
to
watermelon,
improve
and
it.
I've tried salt on watermelon, and I'm just like, all I taste is the salt. I don't think it brings
Yeah.
out any sweetness.
Okay.
It's a
Does
mouthful
it,
of
does,
salt.
it, does it depend on the salt?
No, it can depend on the amount of salt. You can definitely, just as anything, you can oversalt anything, but it's just a dash. You just want a dash of it.
I wonder why this is one of the combinations then. It's watermelon and feta cheese.
I have heard that.
That's-
yeah.
It's usually a Mediterranean salad,
Yeah,
so
salads.
you won't have like the watermelon slice or something. It'll be kind of like cubed up.
Okay, you won't like stack them on top of each other
No,
like
no,
a
no.
slice of watermelon with
No,
a big old
and-
thing
and
of
it's-
feta on top. Just take a big
And
bite.
I have had that. I will say this about a watermelon salad, like a Mediterranean watermelon salad. So with the feta, with the basil, with the watermelon, it's only good right then and there as you serve it. This is not something that you
Yeah.
put
You
in the
have to serve it.
fridge
Right,
and bring
right,
it out later.
exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I love
You can-
feta cheese on salad, so that I'd try that for sure.
Yeah, it is not something that ages well at all.
It's only good fresh for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That was kind of like we talked about last time with the apple pie and cheese that we talked about last year.
Oh yeah.
Like that just seems just as weird. I think maybe it's just cheeses pair with fruit. I don't know.
Well,
It's
it-
a-
But cheese and fruit are usually supposed to be good together, right? Like you got a cheese and
That's
fruit
right.
tray
Yeah.
when you go to
Yeah,
like a fancy
pear.
art thing.
Yeah, you get your
I guess-
pear and your Gruyere.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the cheese because I'm like, I don't know, watermelon and mozzarella doesn't really.
Yeah,
that's,
you
that's
gotta-
a good stomach
You gotta go with
churner.
a stinky cheese.
Yeah.
The stinkier the better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The charcuterie of
Well,
that.
just you want sharpness. You want,
You want sharp, is that
Sharp
what it
for
is?
sweet,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And typically, like the sharper cheeses are going to be saltier.
Okay.
So if they have, if they're
Back to the watermelon
Yeah.
then. All right.
Well, if
There
we're
you
talking
go.
about salty, has anyone ever tried bananas and bacon?
no.
No.
Yeah.
That's-
Apparently, that's I don't even want to say popular combination. It is a combination. They don't know the origins of this combo, but it's long been attributed to peanut butter to Elvis Presley. Like, I guess he liked
his
the,
sandwich.
He liked the sandwiches, but I thought it was just peanut butter
Or is
and
it
bananas.
peanut butter, banana, and honey or something?
So we used to
I don't
put
remember. I don't remember them
bananas on
mentioning
peanut butter and jelly.
bacon.
I don't remember bacon, yeah.
Yeah. I
Wait,
don't
wait,
know.
bananas on peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, yeah,
I've
we
had
used to
peanut butter
put-
and banana.
No, we used to do a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a little bit of honey and then bananas on it.
Yeah.
Like chopped up bananas.
Oh.
Oh. I am speechless. Okay. Oh.
Is that even possible? How do you do that?
Put anything between two
Yeah.
pieces of bread. I
Anything
guess.
is possible if you believe it.
You can put anything between one piece of bread and then it's a
Kansas taco.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, here's something for your Kansas taco, Alan.
Okay.
A weird. I've never heard of this till I looked it up. Olive oil and ice cream.
No.
Those-
ice cream's got enough fat. You don't need to
Yeah.
add fat to it.
I just don't know what the olive oil would bring to it.
I feel like it just makes it slide down quicker, which sounds even nastier.
Slide
Do you
down
need
quick.
that for
Well-
ice cream?
Well, I don't know. It's just like I don't know if you drizzle the oil. Yeah, it says adding a drizzle of olive oil and a few salt flakes of vanilla ice cream.
Well, there you go. So
But-
it's that
but
salty sweet
I was
combo.
there's some
Okay.
ice creams people will make an ice cream or a sorbet that is savory versus sweet. So if it's like a savory cold treat, then the olive oil might be.
Or
something
they'll
you
add
put on.
chilies to it.
Yeah.
Make it spicy.
I mean, that's not something I want on a hot July day, but
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
people try to experiment and do things like that.
Yeah.
I will do something that's a bit odd as well. Like for if I have some sticky rice or something, instead of flavoring it with the traditional like soy sauce or teriyaki or something, I'll go with sriracha. And
Okay,
just
yeah.
sriracha and rice is fantastic.
Nice. That
I
sounds
could
good.
see that. I've never tried
Yeah.
it, but I could see that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
but with a sweet though, it's a like if you were to do
I
it
don't
with
like
ice
sweet
cream
rice though.
or
I don't like rice balls that are sweet or
Yeah.
anything like that. If it has rice, I'm expecting it to have to be a savory dish.
savory
dish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where it comes, I also do like the combination of like butter, cinnamon, and sugar for like pull apart bread, monkey bread, or cinnamon
Yeah.
roll,
Oh, yeah.
and things like that. I mean, that's so good.
That's good.
And the only way to eat a cinnamon roll is start from the middle and then eat out and stop when you get to the end.
That gross, nasty end part. It's a hard.
It's all
No, you don't
dry.
want that. No.
Yeah,
This is on this list, and I don't know. I think this sounds delicious. Pizza and honey.
I've done that.
Yeah.
What kind of pizza?
Any
Any
pizza.
pizza.
I think it's it didn't really.
But you
specify.
don't. Okay,
So
let me-
in this it does, but
well, I want to
okay.
clarify like how it's used because you unless is there more.
so there's a little bit on there. It talks
Okay.
about hot honey in particular.
Yes.
So like hot honey on like pepperoni pizza, for example, is like supposed to be a good thing because apparently the salty taste that comes with the meat topping is offset by the honey, the hot honey.
Interesting.
I don't know about that.
Everybody, myself included, that uses honey with their pizza
With the crust?
uses it with the crust.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah.
not use it
Okay.
with on the pizza.
So there's a restaurant in here that does a flatbread, and it is oh my gosh, it uses brie for the cheese. Okay,
Oh.
it's got apples and arugula on it, and then
sounds good.
hot honey
Yeah,
on the whole thing.
can dig
and
that.
it's
Okay.
awesome.
I could dig that. Yeah.
But
I
honey and
wanna
pizza
try
sounds
it.
pretty good to me. It sounds like a lot of those drizzles that you get, like like you can get at, like Domino's or Pizza Hut or whatever it is, where you can just like it's like barbecue sauce or ranch or
Now I
whatever it
have
is.
heard
a little
people,
honey.
put extra grease on their pizza. They'll have like that spicy oil that
Okay.
they'll drizzle.
I've never
onto
heard
it.
of that.
Yeah.
Extra
Yeah,
grease.
That's a little extra.
I see
El
people
Pacino.
sopping grease up,
Yeah,
and I've seen
yeah,
added on it.
It's like, no, let's keep that heart disease on.
Yeah. I don't understand why you would add extra oil to a pizza.
I think they just like the drip. It's the
Especially
dripping,
when
right?
you have dried chilies in a shaker ready to go. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See now we're being logical with our seasonings though.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be something that makes no sense. Like for me, you got one, go for
well,
it.
here's a pairing that also I like that is an acquired taste, and especially it seems to be traditional, cultural, regional, whatever it might be, and that is to apply chili powder, usually with salt too, like a chili lime salt to fruits. I think that's delicious.
The chili powder.
Like
What
with mangoes, with apples, with strawberries and things like that. Usually,
I've never had.
well, so there's a it's I think Americanized version of that. It's not the chili powders that are like in Southern California or anything, or Mexico, but there's tahine, which people like add, which is like just a sparkle of like heat, mostly salt, a little bit of ascorbic acid, so a little
Okay.
bit of like the lime or lemon kind of a flavor to it.
Interesting.
But it is not like you take a mango and dunk it in chili powder. No. In fact, there's some candies that you have to wade your way through. I will say wade because it's a challenge. You got to get through the chili powder before you can
Get to the sweet
part. Yeah. It's good. It's an acquired
I don't know
taste.
if I want spicy fruit though. That is an interesting combination.
That's what you like.
I mean, I like spicy stuff,
You know,
but if
some
I have to
people
work
live
through the
longer.
spicy stuff to get to something
Yeah.
have a better life. But,
the rite of passage.
you know, if you just want to eat potatoes all your life,
You simpleton. I have a weird one: strawberries and balsamic vinegar.
ooh, I don't know if I do that. That's too much sweet.
They do that for salads. They,
Oh, like for vinaigrette.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now, you had mentioned this before on another episode, Dan, and I've never had it as a sandwich, but I don't see why it wouldn't work as a sandwich. But I love caprese salads.
Yeah.
and with that balsamic vinaigrette on like the salty, creamy mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, and a tomato, some olive oil, some basil.
Now you're making me real hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I
sounds
can
great.
taste it now. Like
Yeah.
I kind of want that.
I feel like this episode we're supposed to be disgusting. We're like, it ain't too bad. Try this.
But here's the thing. So I have a balsamic reduction that's in my fridge, and I bought it like a year ago. I don't think it ever goes bad, but
it's like fermented, I guess.
Well, I don't think I'll ever use it to its fullest. I think I'll
Right.
probably end up throwing it out before after I look at it and it was like best use date by a year ago or something. Yeah.
1999 was a good year for balsamic vinegar.
Yeah. I've been a jerk about it too. Well, I shouldn't say I thought that I was being helpful. It was pointed out to me by the person that I was having lunch with that I was kind of being a jerk about it. Because I had ordered a caprese salad at a local restaurant, and they came back and said, "I'm so sorry, but we're out of balsamic reduction sauce, balsamic sauce." And I was like, "Do you have balsamic vinegar?" And she said, "I think so." And I said, "Just put it in a pan, put it on simmer for 20 minutes, and then we have a reduction." And she was like, "I'll go check with the kitchen."
Alan.
I know, and I thought that I was being helpful.
That sounds like it's helpful.
Yeah.
I think that's helpful.
And then
It's helpful if you're giving a friend a recipe, not the waitress.
Especially for like 20 minutes.
like,
I'll wait.
Because obviously you have nothing
Yeah.
else to do back there. Make me a balsamic.
yeah, I
You
know.
should have got up. You should have just folded your napkin on there and be like, "I got this."
Yeah.
And walked in the back and
Yeah,
the kitchen.
exactly.
What, Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, exactly.
On your left, order up. Door, corner.
After he has his plate, he sits down, gets back. He's like, "See, now that's how you make a
That's how
balsamic."
I don't even see why this is a problem.
Yeah, they would all gotten around you. They would watch it, been like an awe.
I
Like,
know.
oh my gosh, look at him work.
I'm telling them
He's a master,
stories.
yeah.
We're telling jokes, having a laugh. And at the end, everybody's happy. That's how it worked out
Yeah,
in my mind.
no one spits in your food.
Yeah,
it's a great
exactly.
It's a
time.
great time.
Well, I don't think that sounds too bad. No, I would try that one.
Well, I
for
guess
sure.
they gave the impression it was just strawberry and just balsamic, but not like a vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. Like, I guess as is could be an
Like
odd
if you're
reduction.
taking a sliced strawberry and just dunking it in vinegar
or something like
sauce.
that. Yeah.
Balsamic vinegar is potent, and you got to be careful too. Like if you're at a restaurant or something and you're mixing up the oil and balsinegar,
Ooh, Balsinegar, I love it.
Balsinegar.
yeah, let's just shorten it down to 2 syllables.
I love it.
I think that's our episode title.
Also, that's not 2 syllables. That's like 4.
No, it's 2.
That's like double. That's 4 syllables.
It's 2. But anyway, getting back to my point, you got to be clear because some people are not into as much balsamic as other
true.
people. I mean, it can be pretty much. And then there's other people that like balsamic vinegar and a little bit of olive oil.
Just a little bit, yeah.
They want their bread to come out, dark when they take it out of the dip.
Jared, you got any weird combos over there?
Yeah, so we briefly talked about you were talking about different kinds of meats and stuff. So apparently if you add melted peanut butter while forming beef patties, you can use them and grill up your hamburgers that way.
Say that one more time.
So
I'm not seeing
the
this.
combination is peanut butter and hamburger. So when you're making your beef patties,
I wish I could record your face right now.
So you're saying you dollop in peanut butter into the ground?
It says melted peanut butter, so I'm wondering if you might have to like zap it in a microwave, like make it kind of soft and warm when you're forming your beef patties.
Okay.
So I guess it might just make them extra salty. So maybe you don't have to season them as much because you have the salt from the peanut butter, and then the creaminess may help hold the patties together.
More protein.
Yeah.
I don't know. This sounds.
It sounds sketch to me too,
Yeah.
but that's something that people do. I don't know.
Y'all gonna have to try it and let me know. Yeah.
That sounds bizarre. But it's not. It's even more bizarre. I will say that this one's outside because I did hear of a tip of putting you smash in an ice cube into your hamburger as it's grilling. That way it doesn't puff up and it stays uniformly flat.
I heard he just do a thumbprint.
Well,
I didn't know about the
and
ice
that's
cube.
the way that I always.
Isn't the ice cube the same trick that you do for getting wrinkles out of clothes? You want to get wrinkles out of your burger patty?
I didn't know that there was a
wrinkles in the clothes.
Yeah, you throw an ice cube in the dryer with some wrinkled clothes.
I've never heard of this.
Apparently so. Yeah, you guys never heard of this? Okay.
It's like it steams.
Yeah, because it steams it up. Yeah, like it creates like a little steam thing.
I like my clothes cool down.
Yeah,
So I was thinking, you puff up, you
My
puff
clothes are
up
too
and
dry.
de-wrinkle your burger
I
patty.
like 'em wet.
Yeah.
I like t-shirts on the rocks.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, I never worried about wrinkled clothes. My dad was laughing at me because he was like, because he used to make fun of me because he was talking about like ironing your clothes, and I was like, I don't even own an iron.
Yeah, it's like that's like a young person's thing. Apparently, we're all like, "What's an iron? The clothes get wrinkled when I put them on. Why do I get rid of the wrinkles?"
Like, nobody's gonna know.
Yeah. Well, especially now where it seems like every manufacturer purposely makes wrinkle-free everything. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got dryer sheets that are supposed to help with that.
I don't
too.
even use a dryer sheet.
No, I have them.
This is a
I
weird
forget that I
combination.
have
I
them.
don't even use a dryer. Just jump in a pool and get out.
I shake things off. Just walk around my house.
That's right.
he has like clothespins all over the room, just lying all around. No, I've never heard of the ice cube laundry thing.
Okay, I read this one. It made me want to puke. By the way,
Uh-oh.
green, specifically green apple,
Okay.
and salsa.
No.
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 Stop it. Whoever you are out there.
The Double Stuff Podcast does not approve this message.
No.
Just because it crunches when you bite into it does not make it a chip.
No.
Don't do that.
Maybe it's one of those like, have you seen those like health food videos where it's like, if you want to stop snacking so much, try substituting. So maybe that
if you want to stop stacking so much, just hate yourself and eat green apples and salsa instead.
Exercise some willpower and say, this is a bad idea.
Oh my god!
And I will feel better.
Be like, I want to stop feeling joy, and I want to start feeling rage when I eat food. So
that does sound like an influencer thing. There's probably some little like 18-year-old girl on TikTok that works out every day and drinks apple and salsa smoothies.
That's so much worse. You made it worse.
It's like applesauce and salsa. They'll call it apple salsa.
All right, one more extra gross combination to finish it off. What's everybody got?
Okay, I have blueberries and steak.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this one talks about, I guess if you want to eat them together, you can. But this one suggests that you can use it to make a blueberry sauce to go over your steak. So instead of using like A1 or something, which really like when I have a good piece of meat, I'm not trying to put a bunch of sauce on it.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah,
the only reason why like Heinz 57 A1 steak came out was this is like pre-refrigeration. So you would have...
well, heck, A1 steak sauce came out in the middle of the Civil War.
That's it. And it was basically we've cooked the meat to where it is absolutely safe to eat. You're not going to get sick, but it has no flavor. It has all it is just a block of protein. That's it. So if you want flavor, that's when sauces came out. But really, if you have a good cut of meat prepared well, all it needs is salt and pepper. That is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so your last one is blueberry on delicious
Blueberries and steak.
steak. Is that your last grossest one?
I have one, chocolate and avocado. And
Interesting.
it's like
maybe.
some
I
people
see that in health food stores.
apparently you can, like, if you have avocado toast, you can put chocolate on it. I guess it's supposed to, the creaminess of the avocado texture is supposed to have a butteriness to complement the chocolate.
Okay.
I don't know though. That's kind of.
I wouldn't
that's
try it,
different.
but it doesn't. It's not like I wouldn't look scornfully at somebody eating it at another table in the restaurant. You know, if somebody was mashing up blueberries and smearing it on the steak, I'd be like,
if somebody had
get out. Just go home and do that.
A giant like Hershey bar, and you just spread avocados on it, like it's some.
No, it's probably one of those fancy brunch things that like the Karens go to, and they want their chocolate and avocado toast.
Can I sub it for Nutella?
Ooh,
there you go.
Nutella and avocado?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have the chocolate.
You could have the
shade.
chocolate?
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, I'm more of a one or the other. Either you're having avocado toast or you're having Nutella on toast.
Yeah,
I don't know
all
about
right.
taking the two and saying,
Smashing them together, half on one, half on the other, put it together like a sandwich.
I would not try it. But
I think what you're doing is a pregnancy craving. That sounds like a Nutella avocado or guacamole. It's like
pickles and ice cream.
pickles and ice cream. Yeah.
I am glowing. So. Alan, one more. You got one more gross one on your.
I mentioned the last one in the last conversation, which was pickles and ice cream, which we've talked about before. I'm not against it. It doesn't sound crazy, and of course I've heard it. It's kind of a trope all throughout our lives, at least as a pregnancy craving. My personal experience through my wife's pregnancies, she never had a pickles and ice cream craving. It was more of a Taco Bell bean and cheese burrito with extra onions.
Hey,
I must be pregnant all the time, man.
Everyone's pregnant. Everyone's having a baby.
Yeah.
Is that the conclusion we're going with?
I said my stomach looks like it after I eat Taco Bell. I don't know about.
Yeah, but no pickles and ice cream on the reg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of the ones I had on there that I'll end with is pickles and not pickles, ice cream and hot sauce.
Nope.
No, doesn't sound good.
No.
Gross.
You can pickle hot pickles, and
Right.
I've had hot pickles, but never. Let me take this regular dill pickle and then dunk it in hot sauce.
No. Ice cream and hot sauce. Sorry. Ice cream and hot sauce.
He stumbled on his
Yeah.
words.
I misspelled. I said pickles and hot sauce at
Spicy
first.
ice cream.
Pickles and hot sauce also sounds gross, by the way.
Yeah.
I think that's actually more gross than the ice cream and hot sauce somehow.
Just combine them all three: pickles and ice cream and hot sauce. Just blend it all together.
No,
and
I
make
don't
a-
like this. This started out really fun, and now I'm gross.
Yeah, now we're back to Donnie. Just
Just mashing stuff together. I don't like this at all. So, Sarah, please take us out before we go even more disgusting.
But before Dan pukes on us on the microphone. So thanks, guys. This was the first episode of our new series, so we're happy about that. We're getting into the holiday season. We have 180 episodes you can binge listen, so please do so. Check us out on doublestuffpod.com. You can listen to us, or check us out rather, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Double Stuff Podcast, and of course on Twitter X at Double Stuff P, and that's the letter P.